Hey all, this is Zenosis. This is episode 7 now of Vampire Survivors. I forgot in the last one to mention what episode it was and stuff like that, because I kind of forgotten, and stuff like that, so yeah. It ended up being very, very big in file size, and of course if you watched it yesterday and stuff like that, then the quality was really bad, but of course because it takes a long time for the clip to become a certain thing, but maybe I'm recording into a high bitrate, and stuff like that. There's a thing like that. Maybe I had the settings, my settings were actually maybe for 2160, because if my settings with the bitrate I'm using is for then the 1440p should be lower. But there is often like a recommendation, like this is the bitrate you need for 1440p to look good. But it also depends on the game, of course, and certain games, things are gonna be like different. So anyway, we're gonna continue on where we left off. We're gonna continue on the emergency meeting. Stuff that. There are of course still stuff to do in this one, in the Ball of Light and Dark, but it's only really to kill the boss and stuff like that. Which if I'm using the correct character, it should be significantly easier to do and stuff like that, but yeah. But we are going to continue on off with the emergency meeting. We did of course spend a bunch here and stuff like that for the power-ups and stuff like that, so yeah. So now we have a few choices here for the next character we play. So the Guardian, and our Guardian, of course, it's pretty funny to have the Guardian before the Ghost, because the cold Ghost, of course, cannot really take any damage and stuff like that, and stuff like that. But yeah, becomes strong and briefly invincible after defeating a large amount of enemies or an ally, which is pretty funny. So but engineer is really where we wanna probably roll with. Because I really want to show off the engineer, because yeah, so let's do the ejected map then, because we have cleared this one. No, we never cleared the first one, right? Or did we? Did we clear the first stage? No, we never survived the first stage, and then we went into the second one because we survived long enough for it, I think. Why can't it show you the clear here with the characters that I've cleared? It's different thing that you can see in the normal game or whatever, but yeah. I think we've already listened to this music, but we could still listen to it, the thing. Should we do the first stage then, just again, instead of going into the ejected stage? But we could probably remove the hype mode, or the hurry mode, I mean. But it depends on how long we want to call today. Hyper is of course good, because of the gold bonus and the luck bonus and stuff like that. But it feels like things do get harder when you use the hype mode for whatever reason, even though it shouldn't affect the enemy health. But it's just the effect, because it doesn't only affect your movement speed, it also affects enemy movement speed. But there's a lot more gold and a lot more luck with the hyper mode. So we're gonna have hyper mode on, but we're not gonna have the thing. We're going for a meeting card stage. So let's go. So first off, okay, so you start with report card. I need to remember that. This is actually very good with the report card, the beginning thing, and its evolution gain 3+ amount instead and stuff like that. Of course, the revival is really important a lot of times, but we will start with our revive now, right? I know how the last one kind of became a problem there towards the end. So those are the weapons that you can draw in, which of course kind of saved us a bunch of times last time, but yeah. Boogaloo could be a good idea though, actually. Yes, the rerolls and the might stuff is really, but let's actually go with Boogaloo Evolutions. So yeah, I mean the things are very, very close here, it seems like, and stuff like that, so yeah. I mean, let's just grab them then. Okay, so there are no enemies in there until you enter, so you're kind of meant to explore, I feel like, and stuff like that, but yeah. Let's go with the sharp time, because yeah. And here you can see weapon selection. So you only get to select a passive, so you can see the only passives we have access to. But I mean, our ally will disappear, of course, when we level up the weapon. So you know, duplicators actually are very good at it at this point. So yeah. So we're gonna try to go for the weapons for the majority of the time, at least. You know, and stuff that we're gonna try and go for the different ones that can level up. You know, and stuff that. So yeah. So it seems to be that it is the tongue specifically that gives you the garlic kind of effect to it, you know, whatever, you know, yeah. Yeah, let's go with the tongue here. But yeah, but the engineer, by the way, is really powerful if you have a bunch of passives. Because yeah, it is that you select like a passive. Like it's weird that they call them weapons and stuff that, when it's technically like the passive that you select and stuff that. Because yeah. So like yeah, cooldown is also very very important, by the way, for the engineer as well and stuff like that. So yeah, but yeah, I don't know how long we're gonna be recording this time. If we're gonna do like 3 hours and stuff like that. So yeah, yeah. Firing more projectiles is good, though I do think that it basically the way it affects the card, I believe, is how many times the card draws. Because I believe that that's actually the projectile, because it doesn't fire several cards. But it's just that the card scan a certain amount of time, 2, 3, right? Because maybe it doesn't affect it. It seems to affect definitely the knives we are throwing and stuff that, so yeah. So maybe it does not affect the knife or the card. Because it's hard to know, right? I kind of wish that you could get more in-depth detail for certain things. Actually, let's go in on options here and let's just blast a bit higher on the music here. Because we can, you know, stuff that, because yeah. But yeah, I wonder how many people are never gonna like discover the Adventure mode and stuff that, because imagine this, right, thinking that, oh, the DLC has solid content and stuff that, but then, you know, because I'm pretty certain, right, that the Adventure mode for the DLC maps, right, you cannot play without the appropriate DLC, right. But then I do think also that the whole thing of being able to use the DLC weapons in the other like adventure seems a bit weird, you know. It makes sense for the main game, right? Right, and stuff that, you know. But, you know, the more weapons you have to choose between, of course, the harder it's gonna be to get the correct weapon, you know, and kinda. But you can, of course, banish weapons or you know, lock them. So to speak. Right, so the engineer we are gonna need for that. So we all have. So we have the 3 guys that we need for the other thing, because eventually we are gonna have to choose another passive again and stuff that. I'm spending a pretty long time here though. Right, and empty tom would be a good idea, because that means that we will fire things more often and stuff like that. But yeah. Of course, you won't get the super powerful effect of the tentacle when you're playing as not the imposter character and stuff like that. Yeah. I wonder if the engineer, if depending on the character's like class or whatever, right, in like Among Us, because I've never played Among Us, by the way, which is really weird, you know. Like I like to watch Among Us, you know, but you know, there used to be a time when I used to be more social when it came to games, like and what like games and or playing with people, you know. But yeah, not a lot of things nowadays. But I guess you have to find the right groups of people to play with, right? But then when there are people that seemingly are like, oh, you can play however you want with your friends, right? But then if you all like are playing something, right, then everyone is targeting that one friend, you know, and stuff that, and it can feel really, really bad, you know, and like, and that's why people can get like frustrated and stuff that, you know, if, you know. Let's get the chest. Nice. Shotgun. I think the best processing, like ever since I started using it, you know, I almost started using it immediately when it became available in Maybye Survivors and stuff that, you know, the blast processing type of sound, you know. Because of the way it sounds, good. I mean, there's not much on the map, so far, so yeah. So we will be able to get one port level. That makes sense that is in that location. But it's so weird that you don't get like a map of this stage or whatever, right? I know that technically, right, that the way we could clear the sanctuary stage or whatever, right, in the other adventure would have been because I'm pretty certain that they actually placed the Metal Gear left and Metal Gear right. But we of course would need in that adventure to make sure that the Laurel is unlocked and the clock lands. And then get the thing to make us take less damage, basically. We kinda need on that boss. It is possible to defeat the boss without it, but yeah, but it's just that, It's just that on that boss, when he does certain things, it's really, really bad, but yeah. So this is interesting, right, because this is all of the indoor areas, but they're making the indoor areas all be stuck together, kinda. And they make the indoor areas look different, like feel way bigger than they should be and stuff that. Because you don't get to go and do the outside part, that's why this feels so weird and stuff that. Because yeah, adventure mode has like a story to it, kinda, I can understand why it doesn't have like voice acting or anything, but that could be funny, and stuff that, but yeah. But yeah, because Among Us is a very, very good crossover in my opinion and stuff that, And I wish of course that we would get more of the stages taking from Among Us, like the Skeld, for example, which I thought really was gonna be like the first stage or whatever, right? But but I don't know, like what you would call the next DLC then, call it emergency meeting 2 or whatever, right? Because like I don't know how it worked, right, with them doing the crossover. Was it that you're only allowed to use this stage, and that's why we got this specific stage, because it's weird that we specifically get Polus, right, and stuff that. Like what was the decision behind like doing Polus on all the stages, and stuff that, because yeah. Because I wouldn't wonder if all of the DLC this year for the game would be like Among Us or more stuff from Among Us and stuff that, because yes, there is one class that is not represented, or one job in the game, because jobs wasn't something that Among Us started with, but we're missing the sheriff specifically. And yes, things like the shapeshifter is still one of the jobs and stuff that, but yeah. And the shapeshifter of course can more easily get away if he does something and stuff there, because the shapeshift again, shifts in shape, if that makes sense. Well, it's good, there's an attractor over here. Yeah, but you can see you cannot go outside there, but yeah. So the good thing is that you can leave a bunch of like XP behind and then like take it, and stuff that when you have left a lot of XP behind, from going to areas. Okay, so it's gonna be in the next area, kinda. Out the way here. Yeah, that's pretty okay-ish, I would say. Oh, he didn't die. He actually gets knocked back by the guard. Science rock. But keep in mind, of course, that once we evolve, of course, we're gonna free up more space and stuff that. But it is pretty good that we haven't unlocked a lot of the passives, actually. That's actually the advantageous to us in these situations, basically. I wonder what is giving it more area, though. Right, it is. I think it is when the tongue gain more area. I'm pretty certain, right? But yeah. But I don't know if technically it is like a garlic effect or whatever. Or maybe it's the specific imposter follower that does that, but no. Imposter follower makes you like throw the knife and stuff there, so yeah. Legendary. Nice, we got the Evolve. Okay, so that frees up a slot, that's actually perfect and stuff that. Sometimes you can of course just wait with the chest and stuff that. But sometimes, you know, depending on you know, is that Norse group? Was it playing because he completed a task? Yeah, okay, that's when he just completes the task. So I mean, you're pretty limited in space on this stage then, pretty much. I wonder if there is a way over there though. Somehow. Nah, because that building is separate. Yeah. Because I'm pretty certain that you didn't get to go there on the second building over there. Keep in mind that you can actually go over these and stuff that I forgot what it did when you go over the science rocks. What specifically it did or whatever, but yeah. Yeah, this is the good XP time now. Oh yeah, minus scientist, that's great. But yeah, but the engineer's power, of course, of being able to choose what passive you want, you know, and right, it is extremely powerful and stuff like that. Of course, sadly, of course, neither the Laurel or the Clock Lance that counts as a passive and stuff like that is something to keep in mind. But yeah. But if you have a bunch of really like if you have all the passives unlocked, then like it's a really good way to get to choose exactly what passive you need and stuff like that. So yeah. This kind of looks like it would be the shower room, basically, kind of this room. But I think it's actually supposed to be like a dining room or something like that, you know. Kind of a bit also as well. But it looks more like a shower because of the walls and stuff like that. Alright, they could have a crossover with the prison game actually, kinda. I actually really want to be getting that prison game, by the way. One of those prison games that seem like really good, where you get to like design the prison and stuff that, you know, and yeah. But it's gonna be huge. Because we left a lot of stuff behind. Yeah, I remember last time when we tried to reach the horse at the end. That was pretty funny, you know, and stuff like that. But yeah, but we did manage to survive the 30 minutes after we got to like very close and stuff like that. But yeah. But I think that was a lot because of the hurry mode and stuff there, because you have way less time. Like hurry mode just, you know, instead of 30 minutes you only have 15 minutes and stuff that, and that just, you know, is way less, you know, and stuff that. It also depends on what weapons you focus on, because right, if you focus on the correct weapons first, like you can get lucky with like the weapons that you get, because certain weapons do way more damage and stuff that, yeah. So yeah, the hyper mode isn't really much of a problem, but I feel like this stage is actually easier than the actual real like Among Us stage, but that's also because on that one, when you have the things to make the waves, to like have a ton of waves up and stuff that it makes things very different, but yeah. You're kind of also supposed to see the map over there and stuff there, but yeah. It is a bit sad that the thing that doesn't happen like on the main stage, like you don't actually get the thing that appears that shows, oh, now go and do this task or whatever, right? I mean, some of the task locations I know are here, technically, and stuff that some of the task locations. They are used out of reach. Yeah. But there is no attractor orb, right, that we had unlocked, right? But yeah. But I don't think that passive thing, right, that you would get normally, right, shows up, right? The passive thing does not show up. Of course, we are gonna need to evolve like the knife at some point and you know, other stuff, you know, if we want to unlock some of the other characters, you know, that are not Among Us characters, you know, but yeah. Let's get used to it at this point. They should level up one of the things. That's the tongue, yeah. Imposter tongue above chop tongue deals high damage to the strongest enemy and everything in its path. Huge! You stand here for a while. This is crazy. Oh, there's a lot of red experience now. And that's gonna be another one. That's gonna be the button. And now we're freeing up a lot of space now. That is very good. Cross. Grand Cross. So much XP. Event. You know, we might skip the clear debris. I forgot which ones have we actually evolved. So the thing that we haven't evolved is the medical one, and we haven't evolved science rocks actually. Which feels weird that we have not evolved those. Yeah, so I would kind of need to pick the medical thing if it shows up, if I want to level up with that one, because right, it's important for the character unlocks and stuff there, so yeah. Yeah, there's the lifestyle scan. Great. There is an attractor over there, let's go. Wait, that's in the... I think that's in this room, right? Kinda looks like it. This looks like there's another one. Mini shapeshifter, that's great. Mini shapeshifter. That's another chest that's guaranteed to now be the evolved science rocks. Rocket science. Evolved science rock triggers a finisher when the right condition is, you know. I forgot if it was that you had to go for them in order, while like 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, you know, and stuff that, you know. Or if it's just hit all the like the numbers or whatever, right? You know. Because it feels like even if you don't solve this thing, you know, and stuff that you don't go after the numbers or whatever. If you just go over them, it feels like it just triggers the thing, you know. Okay. Get some cooldown. But maybe it skips if you're at the maximum amount of passives. Maybe it skips one of the passive unlocks that you would get normally or whatever. But yeah, it would be a bit sad then if you free up space and then you don't get to choose. You know, because that's kind of the key strength of the engineer. I kind of wish also something that would have made sense for the engineer is that you would have more slots for passives, as the engineer would make sense, right? Go on. But yeah, I don't know which one is technically the engineer effect, which, you know, is the what. Oh, there we go. There we saw the rocket thing there. I don't know specifically what it is that triggers the rocket or whatever, you know, and stuff like that, yeah. Maybe it's just go over enough of the squares, you know, and stuff like that, and the rocket will keep on blasting, and the rocket blasts off. Yeah, the thing is, the rocket is insanely powerful, by the way, because it lasts a pretty long time. I don't know now, that's nothing. Because it's because we're missing one level of Went. I really thought Went was maxed out at that point, but yeah. Yeah, that does not trigger the rocket. So it definitely seems like... I don't know if there is a specific code that you maybe see the code somewhere or whatever, right? Or if it's just, you know... Because you would think that it would be okay 1, 2, 3, 4 or whatever, you know, something like that, you know. 1, 2, 3. Four and then 5. Okay, that triggered it. I went for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because that triggered way faster than last time. And stuff that. So it seems to be if you do that sequence, but maybe also if you just hit enough numbers you eventually get it and stuff that as well. There we go, that's the unused eject which we have gotten before. So yeah. But yeah, you cannot have the switch at the same time. And stuff that, but we have already gotten the switch wall before, so yeah. So now we only need to get the evolved healing thing, which by the way is really good. The best thing is we are killing a lot of stuff that are like very very spread out on the map. Just naturally pretty much, so which is really good. Two, three. There's a. Right, that triggered the rocket again. So I don't know if it actually has to do with the number, because there we didn't need to hit 5 there or whatever, right? Because yeah. Alright, there aren't that many passives that can show up now. Right, those are the only 2 things that can show up now at this point, which is pretty funny. So now we either need to find a chest, we need to find a chest basically at this point. I'm just gonna eat the squares randomly here. Right, that seems to also trigger it sometimes. Stuff that just hitting enough squares. Stuff that maybe it's just hitting all the squares when they're up instead of going for, you know. But keep in mind, yeah, some of the limit breaks does get wasted when it's not the evolved weapon and stuff that, but yeah. But it's still weird to call it wasted, right, and stuff that, but yeah. There we go. Evolved Life Science Camp periodically grants a random stat boost for the rest of the run. Some of the stat boosts that it can grant is actually really good. You know. And I believe basically if you would have an insane cooldown reduction, then it would become very very insane, the weapon and stuff that, but yeah. The funny thing is we're not even going to be able to select all the passives and stuff that. But because it's like the candy box, right, And the Evolve Candy Box, you can only choose weapons from them, right? You cannot choose passives. One, two, three, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Showed up that time. Okay, we have a decent amount of kills now. Ooh, purple healing is doubled, cooldown reduced. Yeah, the awake could be good in case things get crazy. I'm curious to see if this affects the wires. Will the wires go faster with the projectile speed? It definitely kind of seems that the wires are going a bit faster. But it definitely seems that the tongue gets affected and stuff that, so yeah. So much chicken though, man. So much chicken. I think there's nothing more that we can get basically and stuff that, which is pretty funny. Or the button hasn't gotten a single evolve yet. Oh. Over 9,000. I mean, sometimes it's really good with the hurry mode, of course, because then things can be over pretty quickly and stuff that, but yeah, but it's just also... But of course we're not getting like crazy money and stuff that in the game mode and stuff that, but of course, yeah. Because when you're doing the money farm, right, depending on what stage you do the money farm on, the main problem, for example, doing the money farm with Sammy, then you basically need to limit yourself to one weapon. Stuff that, because Sammy causes a lot of lag with the weapon if it limit breaks. Because it starts with the evolved cat weapon. And that weapon, when it gains a lot of limit breaks, then, you know, it becomes really bad, you know, stuff that. And I don't think there is any way to banish the whole limit break things. If you have limit break active, it will limit break. You cannot ban it from like gaining more limit breaks level. I don't think you can, or something like that. But yeah, although you might be able to if you actually banish the weapon. If you banish the weapon that Sammy starts with, then maybe it does not limit break even if you have limit break active. But then I mean it's the same, you know, as you know. I don't really focus much on the game now. I can just almost relax just now and just move randomly and stuff that almost. Playing with one hand! no, let's just use two hands. I mean, our kills aren't that crazy really, to be honest, but it's just, you know. So yeah. So you cannot ever have all the weapons at once, sadly, because there's just one less slot. Right. I don't know if that should be a thing. If there should be a mode where you can just gain way more slots of weapons and stuff like that. And yes, there are stages where you can get, you know, more of a certain thing or whatever, but yeah. But there is, of course, the trouser starts with the candy box. But then there was a character, I'm pretty certain, right, that starts with the super candy box that Black gets to choose a evolved weapon, so to speak, or whatever, but yeah. There are a lot of people say, of course, trouser is the best to game, like, farm the money on, you know. But the thing is just that, for example, like, the farm that I liked doing was like the Queen Sigma farm. Even though it's not the best farm, but there are certain things you want to banish and stuff like that. But yeah, but there are also certain cards that are a big deal. For example, the one that increases your greed is very important, of course. Stuff like that. because there's a way to get like very, very high greed percentage. But then of course also, once you have enough eggs, you could basically do the money farm kind of on any character. But it's just the reason why you want to have Big Trouser is because he makes the gold fever thing last longer. And stuff that, which is important to gain cash and stuff that, yeah. But a lot of people also say that the Bone Zone is the best and stuff that. I would also say that the Moon Go stage is pretty good. But then there's of course the factory stage strat. The main problem is if you, for example, use Queen Sigma on the factory stage, there are still certain things that you need in order for the gold to be effective. But the thing is, when you use hurry mode and then endless, the thing is, at certain points, enemies are more easy to kill, or there are way more enemies that spawn at a certain point. And usually it happens basically so keep in mind that, for example, if you grind for 2 hours, then those 2 hours, like when the in-game clock shows 2 hours, like 120 minutes, at that point you have only played for 1 hour because of the hurry mode and stuff that. And the amount of money you can make in that point is actually pretty ridiculous and stuff that. You know, which, you know, I might do a video on at some point some of the farms that you technically can do. I haven't tried the Bone Zone farm yet though and stuff that to see how good that is, you know. Yeah. Yeah, so there's no risk of us really dying, and we have 2 revivals for some reason. Okay, so what is getting us a second revival? Because, oh, there is a cool fever thing. Shower room. Please don't tell me it's out of bounds. No, it's all right there. So we technically want to go to an area here where there's a shit ton of enemies. Now, if they spawn quick enough, I think we can just gain infinite. Almost. I mean, infinite and infinite. The thing is just that thing will go faster and faster, basically, and stuff like that. Now, of course, if you're spawning in a shit ton of enemies and stuff like that, you know, we're not gonna get super much or anything, but still, you know, it's just. I feel like this is very good though. Of course, if we would happen to trigger the rocket, that would be really good, but it's just, you know. I mean, even if we just get 5,000, it seems like it's gonna end now at 5. Okay, 1.3k. That's decent enough, I think, you know. But it's so hard to sometimes try and focus on like getting the rocket to appear and stuff that, you know. I mean, a lot of it is just finding the attractor orbs, really. The stuff that they're just walking around and killing a lot of stuff. And then just hoping for the attractor orb. Ejecting so many enemies. I wonder if that could be possible to actually do Among Us like a Royale and stuff that, and have like a shit ton of players and stuff that. And then of course you have a single person who gets to decide who to eject, and he like doesn't talk with anyone and stuff that. So he has to make up his own conclusion and stuff that, you know, or whatever, right? Because yeah. It feels like this might be a better stat to just walk around and just like a bit randomly to go into every room and stuff that. Although the attractor orb is going to help tremendously, you know, because the attractor orb can last a pretty long time. So if we could technically chain a bunch of attractor orbs, that could probably... Alright, that shows up. Let's just do that because we're gonna get way more cash if we do this. Right. Nice. That's a lot of unlocks. Yeah, so we can unlock now. We can unlock... so Ghost. Scientists, find the scientist in space rocks. Find a ghost and don't get ghosted. Reach level 8 in emergency meeting with meat. Okay, good. So horse is 650. Oh, that's actually pretty cool because that's a projectile style character. Shapeshift release bind excess body parts when damaged and main shift forms. So that's pretty good. We have over 40,000 now. So we could theoretically start with the charm thing here. But then you can see seal there, allows banish item from level up choices. Or a pickup from light sources. Yeah, do that. 2 levels of charm. Increase enemy spawn quantity by 20 per rank. Right, so it's gonna be more enemy spawns. Get the duplicator thing there. Get some growth levels as well. Yes, get some growth levels. That's good. So yeah, that was pretty decent money-wise. Imposter time. Imposter time. We could technically also go into the bazaar now. I forgot what it was that unlocked the bazaar because it's the same. Yeah, just do that. Go into Planet Bazaar. So you can see here, we will be able to choose everything here. Let's just have Laurel from there. I'm gonna really think about what things I want to be able to show up in this one. But because the guns can already show up. Clock Lancet. Magic. Garlic could be good though. Get all the bouncy stuff. Right. Because I feel like you never see the bouncy stuff anyway, even if you start with a character and stuff there, but of course, yeah. Yeah, and we'll get the Celestial Dusting and the Cherry Bomb. We can get the popper here as well, so yeah. Millebole Blue, except that one does not bounce for whatever reason. Damage affected by the difference between curse and luck. Greatest Jubilee is of course really good because the Greatest Jubilee is the one that also can give you a lot of money and stuff that. So can Luminaire. And yeah, these are the Among Us weapons. All of them are already unlocked now at this point. Which is good of course. Having a tracked orb show up is pretty good though. Duplicator can show up. Crown cannot show up. Stone Mask cannot show up. Wings cannot show up. You can see they're all the ones that have like the locks on them cannot show up and stuff that, you know. And sometimes it might be smart to not have like too much stuff like show up. Because right, let me check here first. I want to check the other characters here though, if what's the requirement for them. I evolved the knife, found a pair of guns. So So you just need to pick up the accounts. I'm guessing you just pick them. Rescue Sir Ambroyo. I have no idea what states that is gonna be on the rescue thing. Stuff that. Guns, evolve the knife that is used. Yeah, the knife can already show up, so you know, it doesn't matter that much. Did we wanna unlock more of the weapons? Because I haven't tried actually using using, you know, the Among Us character with other weapons. I don't want to get the birds. Those 400 though. Let's just go with the cheaper ones. All of the heavy guns. Get the axe. We're just gonna be getting the cheap weapons and stuff like that now because, you know, you have everything from that. None of those are cheap. Spinach is already unlocked, armor is already unlocked, make it so Candelabra door can show up, make it so Spellbinder can show up. Those are only 200 each. Crown, Stone Mask. Marrola Hollow Heart. Okay, and then there's gonna be one more thing. We need to enter the stage one more time. Now I don't know, of course, if the Ascension is gonna be worth it or not, you know, and stuff that, like I talked about, like seeing like that we have Ascension available for one thing. Wings. Which could still get one of the 200 things. Though. The question is, what 200 thing would we get? We did not unlock attract orb yet though. Yeah, none of those are 200. None of these are 200 either. It's 800, 1600. 200 for the cross though. Yes. So that's gonna be interesting to see how this goes. Maybe increase to one more bit again. Yeah, we were running with 12 in volume, so, you know. Okay, and let's go to the next stage then, because we have cleared this stage. But the thing is, right, that one of the characters, right, was emergency meeting, but is that the same stage? No, meeting card. Emergency meeting is not yet. Because it's meeting card. It's not with the meet thing. I'm guessing this is emergency meeting because it looks like it's back on the base. So ejected. Let's go with hurry mode, even though this could be research 2000 moonducks. This could be really, really scary with the hyper and the hurry combination, as I've said, right, because especially since we have more enemies spawning now, so we're gonna see how this goes. But that makes it so that instead of being 30 minutes, it's only gonna be 15 minutes that we play, so we waste less time. the revive might be necessary though to go with. Doubling the healing could be a good idea, Disco gold. Obtaining gold restores HP. We could go with this immediately, but this could be extremely dangerous with how high the curse could go. At 15 intervals, the character starts gaining 1% gold luck in every 2 levels. Now let's go with the revive. Okay, I haven't done this stage. Ducks! Ducks everywhere. Okay, let's get the guns so we can unlock Pugnala. Because we're gonna get the tiramisu also as well, probably. Let's get the life sign scan. Why not? Because, right, if we're gonna go with more healing, in case, it could be a good idea. The guns are always good though, man, I feel like. Because the guns has that very specific angle. Laurel. Yeah, we're gonna go with some defensive things. I mean, I don't think the Metalgeo thing will be on this stage. Or whatever, right? The Metalgeo left and Metalgeo right. This looks like a stage that it's only like... Yeah, we're up on a cliff, actually. What is our speed? Our speed is only 30%. But keep in mind that this character will move like extremely slowly if we wouldn't be running hyper mode and stuff like that. Get lifestyle scan. I feel like the lifestyle scan is going to be really good because of the fact that if you double the healing, by the way, it's, we want the mini imposter so we can level up the time. And the mini ghost for that. We also need to get the other gun. We need to get the other gun. Yeah, this is starting going bad already. But that's just because way more enemies are spawning. You have to realize that we're making it so that we went 2 levels into that. So we're basically spawning 40 more enemies than normal. And stuff like that, which can be, of course, scary. And we're all very level dependent on certain things. The main problem is I don't dare to pick up too many of the passives, though, because, it depends on, of course, what weapons we go with. We can evolve all of the weapons so far with the ones that we have, except we have the imposter one for the tongue. We have the ghost one for that, and yeah, and the other 2 doesn't matter yet because the Laurel, we're not going to be able to avoid the Laurel unless the Metalgeo left or Metalgeo right is on the stage. Actually, let's get the Pomarola. Even though we cannot get garlic, it's just that we need more healing. Because the healing from that can save us. There we go, Tato Sparrow, there we go, now we have double guns. I mean, yes, the guns aren't that great in the beginning. Yes, nice. Perfect. So this is the super mega buff form. Okay, that's really good. We can get the party hat down here, which could be a good idea. But yeah, we have of course also unlocked clock lancet and stuff like that. We go nice. Now we technically have all the weapons. Right now, one of the passives we're looking for is the Tergisu. We will be needing the Tergisu, so I'm gonna make sure to keep an eye out for the Tergisu. Yeah, I get the lore. The lore is now at level 5, which is good. Now I forgot what the horse did, because the horse is not to evolve a single weapon. The horse doesn't affect a single weapon here, which is a bit weird. I also thought. But I'm pretty certain horse wasn't for a specific weapon, right? Let's see how I became slow again there. But yeah, that power-up form, by the way, is super powerful. But yeah, let's get there. Throw the cute bounce hats. Oh, a tractor, that might be good. I have no idea how much stuff we missed picking up. See, it doesn't pull in everything, which always seems to be a weird thing in my opinion, you know. Although we could have went for that, could have been pretty good. Just get the crown. Nice. We still need the Tergisu. We did unlock the Tergisu, right? So it's not that I can get the 2 guns, but then not level them up. Yeah, sadly they don't show you the stat difference there. I mean on health and recovery and stuff like that, but you can see the might is insane now. You can see the movement speed going up on 30% to 100%. Yeah, the luck is high on this stage, by the way. I think that's just like you have used very high luck on these stages when you're running them in hyper mode or whatever, but yeah. And you can see the cooldown is minus 25. So yeah, so it's just, you know, I love it when you go into this imposter form. Or the imposter attack, by the way, is so insanely good. Yeah. I also will say this, right, that the gun weapons, or the 2 gun weapons, are like really good for like covering certain specific, you know, things, but yeah. But I believe also that I've never played with the other more powerful like imposter character, that like the ones that call like the Megalomania or whatever, you know, and stuff like that. Which I'm guessing is this form basically with its stats. That it's this, but you're always in this form. Which would be insane, by the way. But did we unlock there? Yeah, I kind of wish that it would be... I should have checked that beforehand to make sure we did unlock the Tergisu. Maybe we didn't because the Tergisu was more expensive with all 400 thing, you know, and stuff like that. Because of course if we would have been leveling up both guns, right, then we wouldn't have needed to pick up the party hat, and then we would have gotten one more slot for something else. But it would be great to know if the Tergisu can show up or not. Because otherwise, I mean, Candelabrador is going to be nice as well. It's relentless happiness. So is that like an insane luck boost then? This sounds like the Luminaire effect. It sounds like the Luminaire, the blue. It's the Luminaire effect. What is that? What the horse do? Unlimited power. I love it when this form always pops because like the insane speed boost that you get like immediately. Now of course Attract Orb is just something that I'm just gonna pick almost if it shows up at this point, right? We did unlock Attract Orb, right? Now, no, it's not going to be Ambryo on this stage, so it's going to be the other character, right? It's going to be the scientist, I think. Oh man, Candelabra is good. The armor would be good for certain reasons, of course, depending on how crazy it gets later. I mean, it might be that this stage doesn't get as crazy as that other stage did. Especially since we have the lore and stuff that. Yeah. Just a coffin. Right, and we have those Megalo. The same guy I am, but the stronger version of them. No evolves yet though. I mean, the evolves are gonna give us more slots. Although there are only gonna be 2 slots that we're gonna free up because of our weapon choices. Although that means technically now we're gonna be able to... Right, but horse doesn't go with anything. Sadly. The horse doesn't go with anything. But I mean, yeah, we do have the ghost also with the heal thing. Get XP. Oh, Attack the Orb, that could be insane. Clock Lancet. Pomarola. Clock Lancet. Yeah, that's on Burrow. Thank you, Imposter Arena, but the vampire is another coffin and the imposter is going to save me. I mean, the imposter wouldn't be interested in other human beings, right? Because the Among Us characters are not really humans, right? Because they have very, very weird physique with how they're built. And if I remember correctly, right, they are tiny, technically, right, or are they giants? I forgot, you know. There was either or, you know, that all the Among Us characters are like really, really short, or they're like giants, or something like that, you know, because, you know, yeah. I don't know if there's anything at the bottom of the stage though, you know, or something, but yeah. You know, increasing the max health might be a good idea though. Ooh. Yeah. Weapons 5 more breakdowns. So right, because this makes it so that you fire more with the gun, I feel like, right? And the hats gets affected as well. And I'm pretty certain you also fire more from the I mean, imposter is not the one that we need. We do have that thing, so we should be able to evolve that thing. Because we do have the ghost. And that will free up another space. The horse doesn't go with anything though. Which seems weird. And there's supposedly a space gun that you can get and stuff that. But yeah, but I'm pretty certain that that character is not available yet. That's still on some sort of, you know, that you can play or whatever, right there, like the early or the like the patch. You can play the like in development stuff, but I forgot how to do that, you know, and stuff like that. Yeah. Oh, I forgot that it was raining games in background when you have a level up. Like, yeah. All the ducks. We can make a delicious duck thing. You know. Ducks are actually pretty delicious to eat, by the way. No. I wonder how far you can go down on the stage if this is one of those with just unlimited luck. You can just go down forever. Whatever. But of course every chest is of course not guaranteed to be like a level up chest, you know, and stuff like that. Yeah, great. That frees up 2 more slots. Right, and that's all there. So there's only 2 more levels of weapons. Right, and now we just need to get 1 more level of the clock lancet. The main problem is that this means that we only have 2 evolved weapons, which can get a bit scary though. Oh man, none of these choices are particularly great. But keep in mind that these small guys, you might think, oh, they are not worth it or whatever, you know, but they are actually pretty good. The green might actually be worth it if we're going for a certain strat, if we get another purple card quick enough. Because there is a certain thing I'm thinking about with the whole greed thing that we could technically do. Right. Her wings could be good as well. Of course, so soon we're gonna have to choose because there's only 1 more, or there's only 2 more levels that we can get of the thing. Hopefully we can get another purple card, because we only have 1 so far, which seems pretty bad. Do we go with max health? Or do we go with armor? Armor can really save you, because we do have some pretty good recovery at this point. Let's go imposter. The fact that we cannot get a regular candy box feels like really bad. You know, so that has to be locked, you know, and stuff. That feels like really bad. It is weird that we have seen no purple yet, right? Because the purple should like come from certain bosses at certain specific timing often, and stuff like that. Because it's not random, right, with the purple thing, right? I'm pretty certain that it's not random. So with the greed mask now we have like 100% increase in greed. So that basically means that we're technically doubling our like cash and stuff like that. Right now are the big guys. These are the guys that gave us trouble with the other character, and they're doing the same here, kinda. I have to pay attention now to where I'm walking so I don't go to a bunch of them. Yeah, see, this is the main problem, because we don't have a lot of evolved stuff. But I really want to go far up actually and stuff there, because there is something I want to check up here and stuff there, so yeah. Because you can see the laurel shield can last a pretty decent amount of time, yeah, and as long as we get into that form is just insane. That's something I love with this character, with the power spike that you get from it. Did we already kill the big guy? No. Oh, that's a bit scary. Okay, level 88. And keep in mind, of course, if we kill stuff quick enough, then of course we are going to get more. But why hasn't there been any more cards? It feels so weird to only have one card and stuff like that at this point. Like, where are the purple chests? Like, what happened? Like, we're getting bats to show up when we're heading up. That seems weird. Okay, first death. We have 3 more revives. And maybe I shouldn't have been so aggressive with going far up here. To revive stuff, yeah, because all the food is down there. Because, see, the food can keep you safe, right, if you know. Okay, there are some food here. We annihilate that duck. Oh, the horse did the effect. The horse did the effect of the card. Okay, that's interesting. Right. The horse did the effect of the card and used basically black. Okay, death is gonna appear soon. This might be bad. Attack the hole, please. The freeze thing is there. Okay. We do have a coin thing there. Let's get more health. I might actually be able to kill him because we are freezing him super quickly. We just need to stay away from him, pretty much. Yeah. And then, okay. Yeah, I might actually be able to do this because we're not getting curse. The main problem is you don't want them to go off screen, by the way. It's something we're being careful about. We should have 2 more revives, yeah. Was this the last one? No, that was our last revive. You know what I'm hoping for? I'm hoping for that we actually can get... I mean, the money thing is not going to be good. But if you're continuously moving, sometimes that can save you. What I'm thinking about is that we're trying to find more of those freezing things and stuff that. Freeze. Huh. I don't know which one is which though, that's the main problem. It's gonna be interesting to see how long we can survive because this is actually a pretty good strat. Although we're not really getting kills, right? That's the main problem, right? That we would need to get kills for him to trigger his super form. There's no other way. And I don't know, but we're gonna be able to see if there is something at the bottom of the stage. Or if you go down far enough. Because I feel like when they do stages like this, that is basically like the bridge stage. Almost, except there's way more room. It kind of looks like it would be like a duck crossing or something like that. Yeah, that's all fast, by the way, and they're gonna get faster, I believe, as well. And the scary thing is always when a new one comes in. Because we can die very, very quickly. Of course, you can see the thing that is saving us is the Laurel. And as long as the Laurel is at the maximum... No, that's it. That was a good attempt though. Defeat 3000 space duck injected, don't get ghosted. Find a power guns, you can ask for Knoa. And rescue Sir Ambroyo. So let's get Pugnala, 1500. Get Ambroyo for that. But it looked like it would give us the ghost character for whatever reason. Max 3+. Stop with temporary amount bonus. Gets more characters over 20 levels. Max 3+. Again, 1% might every level. Wait, so does that make it so that you can now unlock the ghost because of that? Because that seemed weird with what it said. Can purchase from merchant. Yet Turkish is not there. But you can see the base game, the stuff from the base game. And you can see can purchase from merchant. Yeah, we don't have that here yet. We could spend more here. All of these ones are expensive. But yeah, so let's... I want to try out the horse though. What color of horse? Purple horse? Yeah, purple horse. Right, because don't get ghosted is the stage. That's why I was so confused here. Anyway, let's go in on the shop and... Horsey! Vent och säkra och rundtracer. Bracer. Skolomaniac. Tracer och Tractor Orb. Let me check here. Flames on Moonspell, Greatest Jubilee, Torrance Box. But you kinda need the bandit for Torna's box. We could get Victory Sword, but we're not going to. Okay, options quit. Because we're gonna get as many of the weapons as possible now because we have a bunch of, stuff. No. Okay. It is a bit silly that you have to do this several times like to get everything in the Plan Bazaar. Because you're making a lot of stuff be able to appear is really good. But it could get pretty scary. Right. But the thing was very expensive, so we cannot afford this power up. Because the charm one is expensive. That's twice per rank per the reroll. That's twice per rank, that's twice per rank. With the reroll thing. A bit more cash we can spend now. In the Plan Bazaar. It's best like amounts of effect damage instead. But the first choose an Arcana between. I feel bad first the card I chosen between 2, 14 or 16. But I also thought that meant that... Right, because I thought it was the numbers between 1, 2 and then 14. Like, okay, so... But they mean that only those Arcanas affect it. The explosions only 2, 14 and 19. For Arcanas. Stuff that. I kinda wish that for certain weapons it would show like helpful extra info, so you kinda know certain things. Mirage Robe is good though. Night Sword is good. So we gotten everything from that. We've gotten of course everything we can from the Among Us. We should have everything from all of these. There shouldn't be anything we're missing from these. Nope. Yeah, we did get gas from Dango. Right, so the only thing we're missing is the stuff from here. Certain of the stuff here. We're missing Prismatic Missile, we're missing Shadow Servant, we're missing Flash Arrow. And then we're missing stuff from this. Just get the Night Sword, Mirage Robe, Actually, the luck thing might be good. Maybe. Let's get a prismatic missile. Let's get Shadow Servant. I forgot how Shadow Servant worked. Get 108. Okay. Okay. Okay, so find the ghost and you don't get ghosted. Unlock space rocks. Find the scientist in space rocks. Emergency meeting. Defeat suspicious eye in emergency meeting. 10,000 gold coins. Reach level 80 and that unlocks the imposter. And want the knife. Right, okay. You can see there's a cache for all the ones that give you cash. So, horse. Ambrosia might be better, but we're gonna go stick with horse. Okay, don't get ghosted. I think we've already listened to the pink one, right? So let's do the no ghost among us. So Hyper, Hurry, Arcanas. Hurry might be on the stage on this stage. I don't know how this stage is though. Okay. Right, so the horse started with the thing. Right. Which would mean that we could get the bouncy things. Right, but this bouncy thing is not there. Right, although it will make the knives bounce. Right. But this one is also good. Get the 1+ amount. Because all of those things get affected as well. But I feel like that normally, right, that the only way you can get the bone, the getting the bone or the cherry bomb or will to appear, it feels like the only way to make them actually appear is to actually find the shopkeeper and stuff that, which feels weird. List the weapon practice gain up to 3 bounces. That's with the bottles of pearls. Now we will start the course with 1 res. And the beginning is so good though, because it's 1+. At least the weapons get 1+ amount. And the character's main weapon in this evolution gain 3+ amount instead. So we will gain 3+ with the hats. Making the hats bounce is good. We're gonna take a big gamble with the walls of pearls, I feel like. We do have 1 revive though. Oh, is this gonna be another version of Bonesong then? Maybe kinda. Ooh. I forgot it is damage multiplied by recovery with the sharp tongue. By amount and by low luck. Reset. Although I don't think that the bracelet could, could bounce. We know we need to level up the knife though. The knife can bounce. Kinda. Once you get the card for it. Yeah. Now that we have a lot of choices, things are going to be very, very interesting to see. I'll of course take as much bouncy stuff as possible. But since we cannot re-roll, of course things are going to get interesting. The axe I'm pretty certain can bounce, but I want to get more of the hats for now. Because there are better bouncy weapons. So there are mine cards here. And we can shoot them. The cats might be good, because we know how good the cats were later on. More hats. More knives. Keep in mind that once you get over a certain amount of luck, you can make more stuff show up, like having 4 options. But is that always that happens? Yeah. Glass Van Dago I know is insanely good, by the way. So you're gonna be able to pick up a lot of ghosts over there, by the way. Oh man, the Eskibur is good. Wait, what level up the Eskibur will that show up already? Because I think it's armor for the Eskibur. I'm pretty certain it's the armor with the Excalibur that you need. Yeah, get the base area for the garlic. I know the garlic is not the strongest thing in the world, but it will keep us a bit safer from the weaker stuff. Get the axe at this point. Because the good thing about giving projectiles the whole bounce like property and stuff, that means that it will bounce around between enemies and then you will kill more stuff basically, pretty much. But making it so the candy box can appear also is good, because that can of course also affect the thing. Right, and we need bracer with the... We're going to need bracer with the knife. And then candelabrador with the axe. Pomarola with the thing. But all bracelets should be able to show up. Except of course it didn't do it the last time that I got one of those bracelet things. Right. More hats. It seems like those Kappa style enemies are the ones that were from the second DLC, the Ties of the Foscari and stuff that, you know. Yeah, more access. One die already. Come on, this might save us. Please. Damn it. Okay, this might suck really badly. Yeah, fire the projectiles faster. So the thing is, I would really want to go over there, but we don't, because it's getting smaller and smaller here. Which might be really bad. Yeah, this might be our doom. See, the good thing is that we're focusing on very, very few weapons already, so, you know... It seems like we're gonna have to wait until the luck there's, you know... The other thing, we would have to refound the wave thing, right? Because the waves are really the main problem here and stuff like that, because yeah. But we basically at this point need the thing up there to be the healing thing. Which is the main problem, I feel like. Oh shit, lordy lord. Yeah! Exploding ghosts! Come on, horse, run away! I forgot what the cannon numbers we took. Oh man. It's based on amount and recover, right? Our amount is 2+. Yeah, lifetime's gain is just because we haven't seen much meat on the stage. But there was some meat there, that's good. But I mean, we did take a massive damage there from something. So, you know, I really want to... There's a chest over there. I feel like camping this spot with the thing here is actually very good because it can kill a lot of stuff. Get the last scan. There's a... Where is the chicken exactly? Is that the one? Yes. Okay. Yeah, you have to realize that the thing that gives you like extra waves are good and stuff like that, but then if you cannot defeat the enemies, then that's really bad. Go. Storm the front. Labrador. Cool down so we can heal more often. Leave that. Okay, there's the thing. For the character at least. And then we could get that ghost, and that the yellow ghost is for the... Yeah, the yellow ghost is for the life science scan, so that's smart of me to do. And it might actually be worth just rushing those. Yeah, I'm not gonna pick them up yet. Yeah, because it's better to choose like other options if we happen to get them. Now they're not exactly the same as the Kappa enemy. Those I don't think those shows up normally. Yes, it's a bit bad there. We should have waited with that. Damn, do we have one more? No, we don't have one more revive, damn it. Ah! That's just what happens, man. So... because think about it, right? So it's 20 plus enemies like that spawn each wave. So basically it's 40 plus enemies from having 2 levels of charm. Which, you know, if we would remove that, then it would become like way easier and stuff like that. But yeah, but it's just, you know... Because I don't want to have to... Yeah, let's just go with the horse again. We'll go with the horse again. And we'll choose the same again. Because I'm not going to give up that easily. So we did not go with the revive. I forgot which one, if we went with beginning or if we went with the... So the waltz would have affected none of the weapons I went with. The cross gets affected, the magic wand, the D-Sling gets affected. This thing of course just gives you a mount. It doesn't give you anything with the bounce to do. But of course these weapons can get bounces, so the dagger could get it, the axe could get it, both the guns can get it actually. The wheel, the arrow, and like the upgrade the arrow of course. But they don't affect the upgrade the guns. So that's interesting. Healing a stubble. This could be good though. Because this is insane, by the way, if we get one of the guns, because then we automatically get the other gun. The one blood lance is of course insane. But only if we get the red weapons with it. Basically you wanna have black garlic, you wanna have a book. Do we just go with the revive or we're gonna experiment? Because I don't want to just choose whatever I know will make things easy, you know, and stuff that. I'm just gonna rush over it, by the way. You know, you might say, oh, why rush over there, you know, and stuff there, but it's, you know, gonna be interesting. Center water. I'm not gonna care so much about the bounce now as much as last time. Then I should have gone with Gemini. I should have gone with Gemini armor then, because we're gonna go with the retaliation strategy, I think. Because the thing that matters here is that we get the character really. The lightning ring could be good because we know that that affects the counter-attack thing. As the bunny wings. And then now we would mount the other gun. And then we're kinda good to go. And I know it's bad to spread out too much and stuff that with the things, but yeah. And of course, if we could survive until we get the second card, and that would be really good. That is to avoid the Santa water, of course. Ooh, Mirage Robe does get affected by that though. Yeah, just get duplicated for now. Hats. But the guns do give us pretty good coverage. On the garlic though. You know, I know that the garlic is not like super powerful in terms of the damage that the garlic does. But it's just also that the garlic, when it limit breaks, it can become decent. And it's just that the evolved garlic, if we get Pumarola, the evolved garlic is really good because of the fact that it heals and stuff that. We killed all of them yet, so we could technically just go towards the chest. Yeah. That's gonna give us the ghost character, the first one. Thank you, horse, but the vampire is in another coffin. Ghost Lino. We could do ghost that otherwise if we want to. But the lightning ring is very tempting. Because of how good the lightning ring gets. So yes, we need another gun for it. Oh man. Oh, King Babel dog. I know that we know how good the King Babel is already and stuff that. But it's just that we don't have a lot of healing. But the pickup radius is going to be important here because, you know, it allows us to pick up the heal from a longer distance. The main problem is that there isn't a lot of healing stuff here. Okay, that's almost maxed out magnet. And even a Maroon Tracer is also good. I know that we should have gone for more damage just instead. yeah, reduce incoming damage with the armor. Of course, keep in mind, if we're smart about this, by the way, if we're smart about this with the stuff that we get, by the way, if we're super smart with it, we can, once we level up the birds, of course, that will free up a space, you know. And the guns will also free up a space as well. So yeah, so there are some important things to think about. But that means that we need to get a revive. We need to get extra revive from the Tirayisu. Yeah, we do know how much damage they deal if they touch us. The Pomarola, yeah. Because the Pomarola is used passive health regen, even though the health regen isn't that good. Yeah, okay. That was our only revive. But there is a chicken over here. I don't know if it's good to start going here already. I have no idea where they're placed. Oh, there seems to be way more stuff here. That was huge. It was absolutely insane. I'm very tempted to take in the laurel there. Okay, that's not the best. Oh, that can freeze enemies. I forgot that's what the yellow ghost effect is. Which is like a clock lancet, but it's actually not as good as regular clock lancet, but it can also stack with clock lancet, by the way, if you happen to pick up clock lancet. Which could actually be the thing that actually saves us. But you see, we only had that one revive and this is already going so much better and stuff like that, but it's probably because of the weapons we got and stuff like that, because it's just that. But and then there's one more ghost. No, that's all the ghosts. Empty Tom could be good though. But we need a Tirayisu. It is so weird that doesn't, sometimes it doesn't want to show up and stuff like that, which is like really bad when that happens. Oh, that's evolved already, okay, good. So we get Labora. Yeah, the birds. We don't have that many levels on the birds. Let's just focus damage for a while now. But we kinda got saved by that cross spawning there, but this seems to actually be the area that you should rush towards on the stage. Because this is quite a bit of open area, and then we have 3 of these tracks here, and then there seems to be that the light things spawn in a lot of locations here, kinda. The Labora is so good because the Labora never ends, by the way. And stuff that. There we go, Piera del Tupello. And of course, if we don't happen to get the Tirayisu, by the way, if we never see the Tirayisu show up, by the way, which you know might still happen, you know, this would be bad if it happens. By the way, it would be really bad if the Tirayisu doesn't show up. But there are a lot of levels we can get now for a lot of the weapons, so we don't need to worry that much about the Tirayisu yet. Right. There's a combat here. I thought that was a healing thing. Yes, one more projectile. And I know that the birds can kind of mess up the sound, by the way, in the game. So one more level with that bird, and then there's a bunch of levels for the guns, and then there's 2 for the armor and 2 for the Pomarola. And after that we're just going to have to go with whatever passive shows up. But I mean, we are guaranteed to be able to level up both of the guns and stuff like that. Or not both of the guns, but the birds. We're gonna make sure that we can level up. But yeah. But we always need to carefully check, by the way, each time, you know, in case so we don't like miss the Tiraisu. And yeah, see, this is why like the skip thing would be really important sometimes, you know, or the like the reroll. Keep in mind, of course, if we don't happen to get Tiraisu, for example, then we could get, we could of course get the Gemini, because that means that we get 2 more guns. Basically, because you get the other version of the 2 guns of the Piradil Pello. I forgot what they were called though. We go Vandalier, that will give us another weapon slot. Lightning Wing is a pretty good choice though. Not gonna lie. The good thing about this though is the fact that we can get a bunch of Vandalier levels as well. Which, you know, could be really useful. Stuff like that, yeah. So yeah, we do have Divine Bloodlines. So Divine Bloodlines, as I've said, you know, like when we do retaliatory damage, I forgot exactly how the retaliatory damage works, if it only works when you're taking damage. But you should not take damage on purpose, unless your health happens to be very, very high and stuff like that, because yeah. Now we only had 3 options there, which was a bit sad. So it can still happen, even though we have 120 luck. We need to push a bit aggressively sometimes though. Stuff like that, yeah. So then we have all passes maxed out, and there's 4 more levels of the bird. You know, the horse might be a good idea though, otherwise. I mean, the King Bible we could not level up right. What did the King Bible need again? The King Bible needs a Spellbinder. So that would mean that we would have to get lucky with if we get the King Bible to show up there. This is the Spellbinder, by the way. Yeah, but I don't know, what are the chances for the Tiraisu to show up, is the question. Because we did unlock it. So, you know, it is the question, right? There's the King Bible again. So that's maxed out birds. Let's get the luck thing here. Let's get the coin thing going on. Right. This can be insanely good. Stronger with movement or organs, and against frozen enemies. How much growth do we have? We have 15% growth. But the spinouts though could be insanely good. Because of the fact that we only have 2. We'll have to go with the spinach. That means that we need to go with whatever the spinach was to level up, right? And the spinach is the fire wand, I'm pretty certain. Yeah, the spinach is the fire wand, or we could go with the life sign scan because of the ghost. Or we could go with the robe. We could go with the Mirage robe for the weapon because we have one free weapon slot. Because Mirage robe I know is insanely strong. By the way, Mirage robe is the dancing weapon. So we're just gonna focus on the spinach for now. And hope that we see the Mirage robe. The Mirage robe we could get the garlic. King Bible we cannot get. Because we don't have the thing for King Bible. We could because we would need a spellbind for that. But yeah, because the robe is with the attractor orb. We could go also get the Excalibur or the Escalibur. Whatever you want to call it, right? Oh man, fire wand. Yes, fire wand. Because we could still make this a bouncy build, by the way. Although there is a strong chance that if we have another card, or if we get another card on this stage, that we're gonna pick up the cross save us again a bit. Right. Scary. Okay, 182 is like that. Where's the... I don't see where the health is. The health is very close there. The health is covered up here. There we go. That's an attractor. That's insane at this point. Okay. Tragic Princess. Wasn't found painting chaos in the night. Ooh, I said how good Gemini is, but the Tragic Princess is so good because the Tragic Princess makes the Labora effect go off more often when you're moving. Which one did we take? I didn't mean to press that. I didn't want to go with the Tragic Princess. Yes, the Labora thing is good, but I wanted to take the Gemini because we would have gotten the guns, we would have gotten the other bird. Or basically it would give you 2 birds, basically. Is what it would give you, or 3 birds or whatever, or like that total. So yeah. So that was a bit bad. We still have another tractor over here that we could go and try and get. And now going in here is like really, really scary to do. And of course, and it's not guaranteed that the next car that we get is gonna give us the thing we need. Now I'm gonna do manual choices here. Because the amount is good. Because the amount means that you find more bullets. By the way. I want to get area also for the Labora. Because the damage is not really the thing that matters. The area is what matters. Because if the Labora has a huge area, it will protect us more. Area. Because if we get area also with guns, then the gun shots will be bigger. So yes, I'm gonna go manual here because we need that. Might on the bandolier used to do more damage with the bandolier a little bit. You might say 0.5 might is really bad, but it's actually a lot. Because it's percentage based, I believe. So if you're doing like 1 million damage, 0.5% it adds a lot, you know. I really want to get that tractor over here somewhere. Speed. This is really bad. We need to take a lot of damage here. And we don't have another revive. Because I wouldn't want to come this far now and die. I see it over there. Area. Area. Area on the gun. Area on the gun. Area on the gun. Speed. Speed. Yes, skull. Hellfire. That's really good. Because right, having a bunch of areas in Zimbabwe. You keep in mind normally the purple chest are always supposed to show up and stuff like that, so yeah. Nice. Amount. Because yeah, if you build the guns right, by the way, and you go manual level, sometimes it is much better to use to choose everything manually instead of having the random thing. Because the area is just very good with the guns. Hats? Get the area for hats. Because it got really scared there. It gets super scary when the thing happens. So yeah. So now we're in a bit of a chilly period, but it's gonna get way worse than this, by the way. But if you think this is bad, it's... Sometimes it could be hard though that the purple chest could be over there, but I think that they would show you arrows if a purple chest appeared. There's a chest here. Candy box. Okay, this is what I really wanted because... Okay, the Excalibur could get insane. If we want to get the money, it's either Greatest Jubilee, right? Because we don't have the leveling up version here. But I mean, otherwise, like Hymn Bible could not level up. So the ones that can level up because of the stuff we have, we can level up Lightning Ring. We can level up Mirage Robe because of the stuff we have. We can level up the Garlic because of the stuff we have. We could level up Lifeline Scan. Oh, my Greatest Jubilee though. Greatest Jubilee. I forgot what it needed to level up the Greatest Jubilee though. Or if we used have to get lucky with Candy Box with the Greatest Jubilee. Because now we will have to get levels for the Greatest Jubilee. And the thing is, you want to banish it normally from because you don't want to have it doing the finisher normally, right? But that is if you're playing with a limit breaking character and if you're farming for the money, you don't want the last version of the enable the finisher of the Greatest Jubilee. But a Jubilee is the one that can give you money, but also Luminary is even better. Most of that. Yeah, Greatest Jubilee. But if you're wondering about lag, yeah, the Greatest Jubilee is just... It's an insanely powerful weapon, by the way. Just, you know, heads up. Right, then one more is going to give us the finisher, there we go. And then area. It's just like more area, right, will just clean up more of the enemies. And yes, there is a certain point when you want to get luck, you know. Let's start going this way again. Okay, so 2 minutes left. But of course it's going at double speed, so this is only like 15 minutes or whatever, but yeah. Now we're going to the scary passage here. Because I want to go over here, so in case there isn't like a purpose chest over here. And it might be sometimes that the purpose chest cannot show up because there are too much stuff out on the map or something. Area. Yeah, that's only gonna give us money. Speed. I think that makes that affects the Laboramore area. Level 121 so far. Right, and that's... Okay, so, yeah, hide achievements. Right, so we can see more here. So, yeah, so we did most damage with Labora. 5.9 million damage, and that's 9.9k DPS. Yeah, Santa Mota did pretty good as well there. Hats did 1.1 million. It Despair did 1.4 million. The other Piera del Tupelo did 1.1 million. Greatest Jubilee already did 372k. And so the Divine Bloodlines, we did 8.2k damage with it, which is not that good. But yeah. Gold Urn, which was not a lot. Level Reach was pretty decent though. With the horse. Yeah. And there was a pretty insane amount of stuff we leveled up there. Stuff that's yeah. And we only got 2 cards. Don't get ghosted hyper. Right, so reroll. That is going to give us 4 rerolls total. Yes. Oh, 850 on that, on the ghost. So next, do we go with one of the ghost characters now? Or do we go with Shapeshifter? We haven't done Shapeshifter yet. We have not done Guardian yet. I forgot, can this guy take damage? Is he like the other ghost? Because one of the ghosts are invincible, and here's the thing, right? The first ghost is invincible, because ghost character, but the only way that character can do damage is via retaliation, because your weapons do no damage, basically, because even if you have a weapon, right, you might think, oh, just pick up one of the crosses on the ground that eliminates all enemies, but that doesn't work either, if I remember correctly. But yeah, but, you know, we're gonna test out. Because I don't remember testing out this ghost character or not, maybe. Okay, so Space Rocks. Find a friendly ghost, research 2000 products, find the engineer, evolve the report. So they can tell you the objective, find the scientist, okay, on Space Rocks. We listened to that last time. Let's rock out with the No Vampires Among Us. Let's do Hyper Hurry again for the Space Rock stage, and let's see how things go. We would need this if this guy works the same way, because I don't know if this guy works the same way. So let's go Divine Bloodlines. Okay, so there's guns here and there's Space Rocks. Oh, this guy can take damage. Cross. Yeah, but you can see he can go through stuff. So he ignores terrain, so you can just, you know, be a sneaky person. Okay. Garlic. Because we're gonna be serious about the divine. I kind of forgot everything though that affected it. Let's get the crown because we want to get more XP right away. We can get the egg also on this stage. For the bouncy bounce. There's a lot of stuff up here actually. Oh, this stage is cool. Here's candelabra door. Okay, there's one of the deaths. Mini scientist. So there's the gun, the knife and the egg there. I did not pay attention at all. We have a bunch more revives though with this character. I should have paid way more attention there. But then the thing is, I want to max out these stuff, or I want to get like all the weapons possible before we do the thing. Because the only thing we're gonna save up is another passive slot, by the way. So keep that in mind, that we want to get all the weapons first. And I kinda know what the final thing is that I want. First off, we need a clover to level up the cross. And we would need a bracer for the knife as well. But we could go with the bracer later if we want to. Because I really want to get Pomarola so we can level up garlic so we can heal with that. The axe is good though, but you know, let's not. Yeah, let's just can it over. I would really want to level up the King Battle though. So we would need a Pomarola. I want the Pomarola and I think we do have the rerolls, right? We do have a couple of rerolls, but the rerolls you can also use on the cards, by the way. Pomarola, that's good. And we will need the Spellbinder. I'm definitely gonna go for the Spellbinder once we see it, by the way. Oh man, the Mean Guardian though, that will level up the Clear Breeze. I forgot what was the Clear Debris level up thing. Okay, that's that thing. Because I mean the space rocket is kind of the worst thing though, like right, the rocket is really powerful because it lasts a long amount of time, you know, and stuff like that, so yeah. Okay, good. That gives us the scientist. The scientist character is actually not bad. Scientist Nina. Garlic, nice. Is that more area? No, that's not. That's cool down. Because it's interesting that people might not know this, but it doesn't do damage super quickly. The garlic, that's the main problem. kind of with the garlic that just that for the garlic. My Tragic Princess is good, for example, is when you have garlic and you have Tragic Princess that are moving around, it triggers it cooldown more often. But then there's also some insane stuff you can do with some other things. We could technically otherwise evolve the pentagram, but it's so bad because the pentagram can erase stuff. It's not particularly good. But this area is actually pretty good to stay at because of the fact that, you know, I mean, I know that the evolved version of that is really good as well, so yeah. There's the baser, which will be good with the knife. But since the science things is gonna evolve, by the way. Alright, I knew this was gonna be a problem. And I mean, we will be getting higher and higher max health the more like things damage will reflect. Armor could be a good idea though to pick up, because armor makes all retaliation way better. There smells like a lot of garlic downstairs. King Bubble. King Bible. Ho ho! Hono what a puff! Pelicano Ice Chat. Pelicano. Pelicano. God damn it. Okay. Yeah, basically. Oh, Night Sword was there though. I know the Night Sword is very powerful as well. I mean, I know what weapons are good and stuff like that, you know. And sometimes it's used that I want more of a challenge sometimes, you know. And I know that we could probably use the reroll, right, and stuff like that, but you know. And I know the garlic is not... Like, here's the thing, right, the garlic is not good at damage on its own, right, but the thing with the garlic is that if you, for example, would have a black and bounce cooldown, for example, the garlics do damage more often, for example, and stuff that. And it's also, for example, if you're using the tree, the Christmas tree, by the way, that starts with the evolved version of garlic, you could then get garlic and apply garlic on top of garlic, which, by the way, is really good, by the way. So, yeah. No, that's not an evolution. I almost thought that it was gonna be... I need to make sure that we don't pick up the stuff yet, by the way. We're still looking for the weapon, by the way. Which feels really bad. We might start actually having to roll for it soon. But this is actually really good, because this means that our weapons are actually gonna get pretty decent very soon. We might have to look for the what do you call it, the yellow one, the spellbinder otherwise. But armor could also be a really good idea, because you can see our max health is going up, by the way. And actually, if we stack that with the Hollow Heart, that could also be a good idea. Because if we stack it with the Hollow Heart, I mean, technically we could like get one of the other ghosts, by the way. Like, we could get one of the other Among Us weapons, right? We could get the one for the thing, right? We could get the blue ghost for that, because both of those ghosts are gonna save up a passive slot if we happen to get the blue ghost. I need to remember that as well, that we are gonna free up a passive slot from that. XP is important as well. So now we have 55% XP on this map. Although I don't think we have maxed out the crown yet, though. But yeah, see, I'm waiting with picking up the weapons, by the way, but yeah. We could, of course, get the bracer. But the bracer is better to get later. But we will be able to get Heaven's Sword soon. I'm almost tempted to take a bracer, but not yet. Could we deal with that amount of curse, though? Is the question. Eventually we're gonna have to roll, by the way. Eventually, if we reach a point where none of the weapons that show up are ones we want. That was almost a having to roll situation. Oh. Then it started becoming harder and harder to see here where the stuff is. Let's get the mini guardian for now there. Get the mini scientist there. Get King Bible. I didn't want to do that, damn it. Okay, now we have no choice. Now we need to pick up all the weapons because of that. Because none of the weapons transform into another thing. That was a bit sad. Although yes, as I said. Ah, that was a bit bad. That one was not really what I wanted at all. Oh! Okay, so you only need to... Damn it. I mean, as I said, we will need a spellbinder for the King Bible. We will need the bracer for the knife, because that would also unlock a character. We could take the Hollow Heart already, although the Hollow Heart doesn't have any weapon. It's used to get more max health, because that makes the Divine Bloodlines more powerful. Yeah, that's how they evolved the clear asteroids. So that saves up 2 spaces, which is good. And no purple chest yet. The curse might be good though, to go for eventually, right? Spellbinder. 1, 2, 3, 4. The ghost character is actually really good with this, because the ghost character can go out of bounds. You can go inside walls and stuff, and we can get bracer with the knife. You can see we could go out in the lava here if we want to. You know, we don't care about map boundaries. Let's speak. It's gonna get pretty crazy, by the way. Is this gonna be the last stage we do, maybe? You know, because I don't want to record 3 hours again, like yesterday and stuff there, because I need to think about my voice also, so we don't destroy my voice. The luck could also be good, of course, because we might get lucky, you know, still. Yeah, the Labora is funny because it's throwing everything. One, 2, Chaos in the Dark Knight. Below that Stormana. Awake could be good. If we want to go and try for killing death, but we're not going to go for that. Matter is worthless at this point. Giving more skips and banishes though could be good. Although right, it's only really for re-rolling these, right? Because, you know... Ooh. Boogaloo of Illusions. So that is going to give us an insane area, by the way. And it's so weird that we haven't leveled up more weapons at this point. We are going to need chest, of course. Now hopefully we could get a legendary chest, of course. The rocket. Yeah, so you only need to do the number correct once, basically. And just go with the numbers that are there, basically. What is 1? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's gonna take a rocket again. Where's number 1? Where is number 1? Or did we go over number 1 by mistake there? No. 1. Sometimes there isn't a 2 in play, so then you have to wait. There's a 2 in play. 3, 4. Yeah, good. Right, I'm going to take it like the random always though, if we get the chance to. Okay, that's just evolve solid. I thought that was going to evolve more weapons. Because we can still evolve the knife and still the King Bible. Yeah, because the King Bible is with the Spellbinder, that was a bit weird. Right, that's why didn't that chest level up multiply? Or do we have to get an orange chest for that to happen? Because there's a specific thing that decides if a chest is going to be an evolved chest or not. And how many weapons that can evolve from the chest. I don't care about the rocket anymore. And maybe it also just triggers if you used to do enough correct numbers or whatever, right? But yeah. Okay, this is good. Heaven Sword. But you see our max health is going up here because that's because we're doing retaliatory damage because of walking into stuff. You know, the more damage we take, like it is so good with the self-healing from the garlic because we can take a bunch of damage. And the more stuff we kill with retaliatory, the more like health, the more our max health goes up. And of course this is also greater the more armor you have and stuff that, so yeah. Yeah. We will still need at least 2 more chests then to level up. Or 1 more chest if we get really lucky. It's crazy. I don't know, let's just fully explore the stage maybe even. Because we didn't check out all of the stage, right? What's actually here and stuff that, you know. Okay, there's only 1 minute left. I definitely want to get that chest though. By the way, because it would be bad if we were very close to leveling up our thing again. Like leveling up the knives again and then we don't get it, you know. Chest. Of course it's the Bible. I mean, we might still get lucky here if there is a boss that is that has spawned. I don't think there has. There are 2 more rivals. We could of course hope that a purple thing spawns. We don't have any cures, right? No, we don't have any cures. And there's no way we're killing this. Okay, we found the scientist base. Adventure more progress. So we did 3 point damage with rocket science. Yeah. No. And 30 reached steering level, yeah. Yeah, you still did 510.5k damage with the garlic. Which is, you know, you say clear debris there. The science rock is way worse in damage than the garlic is. And stuff that's, yeah. But that's why the garlic is not bad. And stuff that, but you know, it also depends on what stuff you have. So yes, so now we have no, we do have all the growth levels. Get another reroll, just, you know. And we can unlock bot, right? Yes. Scientist Mina gets minus 10% luck every 10 levels, max minus 90%, can choose a per level bonus every 10 levels, max 5 times. And the thing that I forgot is it like, because the bonus that you get, right, does it affect every single level that you get after that, basically that, oh, the bonus that you choose is to a stat for those next 10 levels, right? You know, like, oh, if you choose this bonus, do you get, you know, like the thing. Can't be damaged or de-damaged, but disappears after reaching the current time limit. Ignores walls. So yes. Let's go with Ghost, so I can show off how the Ghost works. And then emergency meeting. Right, then we get emergency meeting music. And nothing else. Yeah. So this is gonna be the full stage. Some up here, so those 3 weirdos as in the fair with experiments in the specimen room. Some innovative bean biology project has gone awry. And a bizarre meat creatures of angry aliens. Okay. Relics in this stage, yeah, so the map is already taken, yeah. Defeat the suspicious eyes after 25 minutes. So with this, You need this pretty much. The Divine Bloodlines. And stuff like that. There are of course otherwise also, I think there are other ways you can also kill stuff. I think Game Killer works. Hot XP gain, experience gemstones into exploding projectiles. But I think you need Divine Bloodlines. What does it say here? No. Why did I do that? Let's restart. Damn it, I didn't mean to do that. I was just wondering what that button did. Okay, it still remember this. Nice. Okay, so just the one bloodlines get. Right, and this is the full stage. Yes. And it looks very similar where some of the stuff are. Right, I mean death is not gonna appear even, like you just automatically win when the thing happens. Reroll. Armor. Lightning Ring does affect Divine Bloodlines. I forgot all the weapons that affect the Divine Bloodlines. But I kind of wish that here, right, that you could just click here somewhere, like click where the card is, and then just be like, oh, right, that it would say what the card does, you know, and stuff that, you know. You know, in case you forget, like, what Divine Bloodlines does. Nope. Nope. Laurel could be good though. There are some very specific things we want actually. Let's get armor. It is weird that we're taking damage though, because, you know, technically the thing with this character is that you're not supposed to take damage, but, you know. And keep in mind, of course, keep in mind that our Lightning Ring is not gonna do damage. But it will do damage when we do retaliatory stuff with Divine Bloodlines, right? So Divine Bloodlines is armor, is basically any like weapon that works on the retaliatory thing, which is the Lightning Ring. The Lightning Ring gets affected by this, the cross gets affected by the bite, I'm pretty certain. Of that. Now there are of course a bunch of stuff we can pick up on the stage as well, and stuff that. Like the Hollow Heart, by the way, can be a good idea also to pick up. For example, we could of course just go with a bunch of stuff, by the way, because there's a bunch of stuff you can pick up on the map. Want to get the crown, of course, obviously, because gaining levels more quickly is a huge thing with this character. We don't want to get the attractor orb because there are attractor orbs on the map. And on those aren't real attractor orbs. Those are just the small items, I think. Now normally I would say that, oh, get the Laurel and stuff that, and get the Cloak Lancet, you know, because then we can get like the thing that halves the enemy's health and stuff that, which, you know, is really good. But we don't really have to worry about dying on this character. Because of the fact that you're normally not meant to take damage. But the reason why you're technically taking damage is because that's how the effect works via Divine Bloodlines. Oh no, that's not what's happening. He's not taking damage at all. Our health is going up. That's why it looks like that. That's why it looks like we're taking damage. Because when we kill stuff with the retaliatory damage, and that's the only way we're doing damage. This character can only do damage with retaliatory damage. And when you kill stuff with retaliatory damage, as Divine Bloodline says, it increases your max health by 0.5, I think it is. And since it's the only way for us to kill stuff, it means that very few weapons matter. But that means also that the weapons that work with Divine Bloodlines, the weapons that can actually kill stuff with Divine Bloodlines, are the weapons that we need. And all of these objectives, by the way, that can show up, we can of course just go through walls, so lol. So it's really easy to make it to the stuff in time with the gold characters, they are insane on this map, by the way. So yeah. And this is also guaranteed a legendary chest that happens if you clear the objective, which is very powerful. But yeah, we're gonna go and take the final level of scanner, by the way, just because we can. Okay, fine, then we get the final scan level there. Now you might say that, oh, the empty tome is important. But it's not really, because of the way Divine Bloodlines work with the retaliatory damage. The empty cooldown, like them finding the thing more often, is not important really. But I believe all the evolved weapons also work. But yeah, but the axe I'm pretty certain worked with Divine Bloodlines as well, right? The axe. Because I don't remember every weapon that works with Divine Bloodlines. Because yes, a lot of the more like Castlevania weapons. Except the lightning ring is technically not what the thing is in Castlevania, because it's not like a ring that does the lightning thing, it's another thing. Keep in mind that we can technically also go with the cursing, because the cursing doesn't matter, right? Because we're not taking damage from enemies and stuff like that, so that's important to remember as well. Let's just get that tracked over already now. I think Santa Water reflected right in damage, I think. But I'm not 100% certain. But keep in mind, right, that for example, when you get the with the clock lancet, it's the 2 rings that you need to level up to evolve it and stuff like that. And one of them, of course, is one of them gives you the whatever you call it. One of them gives you the infinite corridor, and one of them gives you the shroud. The shroud is with the Metallica left and Metallica right, and the laurel. The shroud is very good, by the way, because the shroud is the one that makes you only take a certain amount of damage every time you take damage, and stuff like that. But yeah, but you cannot meet death with this character, which is a bit bad. So yeah. The tiramisu, by the way, does nothing for you, sadly. So there's only very specific weapons that actually matter here and stuff like that. We do know that garlic works with the retaliatory thing. Now, we want, of course, to pick up everything on the stage, by the way, and stuff like that, and there is one purpose chest that we can just go and get immediately if we want to, and stuff like that. How many rerolls do we have? We don't have 0 rerolls left, it looks like. Okay, so we need the clover to level up the thing. I need to remember that. That we need the clover to level up the cross. And we need duplicator for the thing. But I think normally the duplicator would be on this stage. Maybe I'm misremembering. Yeah, we have over 700 health now, by the way, so yeah. Yeah, because I'm pretty certain, yeah, there we go, duplicator. So right, so we need the thing for the cross, we need the thing. We cannot skip here, so let's get to last box. Last box again. Oh, again, we would need the Pomerola now. Right, and we could also get the Santa Water as well, because the Santa Water can evolve. The main problem is we have no like reloads. And it might look like, oh, you're doing damage and stuff there, but you know, Rune Tracer could also work because that works with the armor. But yeah. But the thing is, alright, good. Wicked Season could be insanely good at this point, but we go Wicked Season here so we get the curse thing so we can get a shit ton of money as well. The wheel, disc of gold. Just disc of gold, nice. Good. Because there are 2 more weapons we want. I would want to get the Excalibur like sword. Although this one is good. So that's 2, 14 or 19. 2, 14 or 19. No, those are 9, 12 because that takes that, yeah. And then 15 for the ones we have. So that we can theoretically start picking up all the other passives, by the way. And stuff that. I didn't want to get Rune Tracer, but let's go. Then maybe Santa Water. Because right, keep in mind that everything on the map is passives. I'm pretty certain they are passives. Eventually, of course, the main problem with this, however, is that the damage you reflect will eventually get very, very slow because of the fact of the curse and stuff that. We're already at 106 curse again. Again, legendary chest each time. So now we have the evolved garlic. This is not particularly good. Right, and the cat we cannot because we don't have the greed. We will be able to avoid the report, and that will free up a passive slot though. It's pretty cool that these characters can take damage, so if you want to do like a run, I mean okay, so that's a chest over there. I'm pretty certain we can still make it in time. Yes. Boom, but before we do that, get the thing here, get. The Bouldering Tracer. Get Metallgeo right. And then we do the downward sweep, we do like a circle. And I'm pretty certain we have enough time to pick up everything. But if we're going to be able to level everything, that's a very different question. Because yes, you are immune on this damage. On this character, specifically, more enemies are actually better and stuff that, except, you know. Now since we can get the candy box that it's, you know, I'm pretty certain also that we're gonna get one more of the thing, by the way. I don't know how much XP we've left behind on the map. No. Okay, that's good. All the chests are going to be good, by the way. 108% curse. Because keep in mind, of course, that with this character it's very important to get most of the weapons that can actually reflect damage and stuff like that, because those are the only weapons that will do damage when you get damaged. If that makes sense. Okay. And then we go this one, then we go blue one, then we go silver ring, then we go red on the thing. Yeah, that thing kind of works like the talisman in talisman is actually interesting in Symphony of Night, by the way, because from my understanding of the talisman, it's like affected by luck. And technically also two talismans actually do stack, like even though there are people that say no, it doesn't. But it's just very, very hard to test normally in the game. Under normal settings, unless you happen to hack the game or something like that, and you could give yourself whatever stats you want. Because if you give yourself high enough luck, basically, you can reach a point where you can basically become undamageable, if that makes sense. Because you can see they were stuck at the kills almost, and stuff like that, so yeah. And of course, keep in mind, if we would have gotten some of the stronger luck things with the one bloodlines, of course, if we wouldn't have picked up any of the greed stuff or any of the curse stuff, we could have still probably be killing stuff. Although there are weaker enemies that you can go after if you go to the correct place. I have no idea how we're gonna kill the boss guy. That's the main problem that I did not think about. There is. I know that there are somewhere that we could probably go though. I'm trying to remember where that place is though. The place where we might be able to go to. Because here there are weaker enemies out here. There are weaker enemies out here. So here we could actually kill stuff. Or this could be good. Because in certain places in the game they spawn in certain specific enemies. If you're able to go to certain places. I forgot exactly how the crewmates work, by the way, if the crewmates can actually reflect damage. Of course, the best thing could happen if we could happen to avoid the thing, by the way, the science machine thing, which we should be able to, by the way. We should also be able to avoid the report, because we have the red guy, and we have the ghost guy, so we should be able to avoid that as well. But yeah, but they should add more stuff that works with the one bloodlines, by the way. Okay, there are smaller enemies now. So yeah, we're at 153 now instead here. Let's just stand still here for a while. Usually we reflect damage all the time. Because basically every time they would attempt to do damage to us, The main problem is we have minus 100% might. Okay, that's good. So we can get the stat boosts that are random. Well, I'm guessing this character could get insane if we would... There's no way we kill this guy in time, sadly. No, is there a death? I thought they said that it ended. I think we actually did encounter death there at the end. So yeah. So we did 1.5 million with the cross. The cross was the majority of the reflect damage there. So that's important to see. But the thunder loop also did some damage. You can see that the damage will reflect with garlic there. So yeah, but the damage via Divine Bloodline actually is misleading, saying that the cross did 1.5 million damage. Because it was through Divine Bloodlines that we did all the damage, really. You basically combine all this damage here. You see how this is only showing 190? That means that we got Rune Tracer very late and the Rune Tracer did damage via that thing. This did 6.7k though. But yeah. So cross is really good with Divine Bloodlines. Oh, we went over 3 hours. Even though that was not the purpose. So that's the other stage then, right? Yes. So we did not defeat the guy in the emergency meeting, but we can of course do that. So yeah. So now... right, reroll. Reroll. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 rerolls with that. So we have 10 rerolls. That's pretty decent. We have 10 rerolls with that. You can also get like 10 skips. You can get 10 banishes. Right, because 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, so there's 10 skips, 10 banishes. Because it's twice per rank. And then seal, each level of seal allows you to seal an item. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you can get 20 stuff that you can ban from basically you go into the collection basic and you can ban stuff in the collection, right? So then you could ban certain arcanas from actually showing up and stuff like that. So yeah, so collected 32 or blah blah blah. But yeah, sadly you cannot get more of the explanation here for the items and stuff like that. So right, so yeah, it's 9. Yeah. Armor also affects the listed weapons. Damage and affects enemy damage. Character gains bonus damage depending on missing health. Defeating enemies with retaliatory damage gives plus 0.5 max health. And if you think about what we started with, which was something in that around like 200 or 300, I forgot exactly what the starting health is. What is the starting health of you? You start with 333, and we went over to above 800 at least in max health, which is pretty insane, but yeah. The main problem though is the might is bad. The might on the character is bad. But the Body Guardian is way better. Body Guardian will take damage. May gain 1 revive within 1 revive. Increases armor and recovery of nearby characters, ignores wolves, so yeah. So not the same as the ghost character. Stuff that because yeah. But yeah, so that was fun. That was fun, so we're almost done with that adventure and stuff that with the emergency meeting adventure. So yeah. So there's 2 layer things left. Yes, because one of them is unlocking the character, that character, and unlocking the other character, and doing the thing, But yeah. So right, so I don't know, by the way, with the because of sending the adventure is saying that that restarts the adventure, but then is it that when you restart the adventure, do you get more cash in it? Do you get XP multipliers or what happens? Like do the adventure mode eventually become you gain money insanely quickly inside the adventure mode because it says ascend adventure here. Ascending would reset all progress in this adventure, so you want to ascend the adventure. Has people figured out what it does, ascending the adventures, and stuff like that, so yeah. Instruments is a contained story, a series of daring side quests composed of remixed content from the base game. Your base game is disconnected from adventures and it's not affected by your progress you make in them, only your unlocked relics carry over to adventures. Boldly take on new challenges with these limitations and do what you do best, survive. But also saying that it does not affect the main game, that's actually untrue, because if we go in when I beat these, for example, when I beat the Garlic Paradise, if we're going in on Garlic Paradise, let me show you here, progress here, defeat, not that one. But you can see, for example, that the, what What is it? Doesn't it show up here as an achievement here? I thought it did. Because there was something that when we got like all of these achievements done, something that showed up was, oh, it gives you the cash in the the main game. It gives you all of the cash in the main game, basically. Is what it did. So that, which is really, really good, by the way, because it gave you all the stuff. It gave you basically money in the main game, basically, because the final unlock was like, okay, now since you've beaten this Garlic Adventure once, you now got a bunch of cash, you know, because we didn't do the Garlic Adventure at all, you know, and stuff that when we did school. So anyway, so already over 3 hours and stuff that, but yeah. But we did a lot today, and this has been episode 7, of course, and stuff that, so we're gonna be uploading this today. I really need to go pee really badly and stuff that, because I haven't peed in a long time, so yeah. But I hope you all will enjoy this and stuff that, you know, and again, as I said, you know, when this gets uploaded, the clip won't be very good quality at first, and it will take probably a long time before the clip becomes available, and then it will only be available in 360p, and then you usually have to wait, I don't know how many hours, it's often a long time that you need to wait for the better quality to become available and stuff there. But then of course once the good quality becomes available, you can enjoy more of the stuff, you know, and stuff, so yeah. Now, are we gonna record tomorrow, maybe? I don't know. Depends on how my voice feels like, but yeah, but the next time we're doing the adventures, we're gonna be doing the other one. You know, I could technically start it already, right? But it's more fun to, you know, experience it, you know, for the first time, like some of these adventure levels, you know, to experience it with you and stuff that, you know, and everything, right? Because I'm very curious what that adventure is gonna be like. And it is a bit weird, right, that there is no title to the Foscari Adventure yet. Which, you know, I'm guessing they're working on the title of the Foscari Adventure. Maybe they're planning the title for the Foscari Adventure to be something special. Maybe, you know. Or maybe the title of the Foscari Adventure is something special. Stuff there, because there is none of the titles of the Foscari characters, if I remember correctly, in any of the adventures, or whatever, right? Because there's the Garlic Paradise, World of Light and Dark, Legacy of the Moonspell, and Emergency Meeting. There is no right, because you can see here the characters here, the characters there, right. And none of the characters in any of the adventures are from the you know, that specific one with whole guts and everything. So yeah, so it's gonna be interesting when they decide to do the title of the Foscari thing. That's gonna be interesting. Anyway, I'll see you all next time.